Well, good evening. You join us on a very wet summer's day. Once again, we've been robbed of summer, so it's the norm now in this country, I think. Anyway, we're in Edale, and we're some of the few fools who are out in this, but we're determined we're going anyway. We made the date, we stick to it. Look who's here.
Oh yeah! It's determination.
It is determination, and we will not be beaten. And joy and pleasure, laughter, fun and entertainment and general enjoyment of the area will be had regardless of the weather.
Japanese whiskey.
Japanese whiskey Tim's brought. I've brought some more of my Kilchoman, eh? I learned how to say it proper, didn't I?
We're not sponsored either, but I'm also bringing the old champion.
Of course, it has become the beer of all hikers and wild campers, really.
It is. It should have a little picture of a tent on it now.
I think what it is it carries a lot of weight without being heavy, you know what I mean? So you get a kind of, let's say, something shite like Heineken, Pain, but weighs the same as a can of champion.
Yeah, the champion has got weight value. You know, for the APV.
That's what I mean. It packs a punch and tastes good. So there you go.
So because you get the high alcohol, low quality flavour usually.
Yeah, exactly.
Like terps.
Oh, you remember the Tennant Super?
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting, wasn't it?
Clean. It's good at cleaning your pipes.
Right, we're about to go off onto the path, so I'll sign out there and see you on the way. I've decided to Rambo it tonight and remove the waterproof clothing because it is still really warm. And there's nothing worse than just being totally sweated out inside your raincoat. So if I'm going to get wet, t-shirt will get wet. That'll dry off later on. I've got other clothes, so it's all good. Anyway, we are heading up. What is this part called? Is it called the Nab? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, the corner.
Yeah.
It's like the start of it, isn't it?
Yeah. So the route is up the Nab, and then we're going to go via Ringing Roger, where we take the trail over to the right. Follow that round a while and then we break off to the left onto the plateau. We're heading for Madwoman's Stones tonight, so hopefully it won't take too long. I've got the feeling that the light's going to draw in fairly quick tonight with it being cloudy as well. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Hey, who's this crazy looking guy over here? He looks insane! Oh, I was doing such a beautiful pan then as well. That's where we're going, lad. Well, we decided to take the steep way up to the Nab. Boy, you feel the heat now. Anyway, it's just spitting rather than raining, so that's copable with. Surprisingly warm, but then again I've just climbed that. Tim's still taking it easy. He's got his raincoat on as well, so he's going to be really feeling the sweat coming on. Still beautiful though, isn't it, eh? Let's see if Tim's popping his head over yet. Oh, I see something. Come on, Tim, you can do it, sir. Hey. Now there's Ringing Roger. We could go up it, but we've decided to take the path that skirts around the bottom and goes past a feature called Druid Stone. I love this, all totally unknown. That's the way we like it, isn't it, Tim? Totally unknown.
No.
You're unknown, aren't you?
I'm an entity.
You are. You're an entity. A floating entity.
Yes, I'm a colour from a pigment.
A colour from a pigment?
Yes.
But But the audience won't know what you mean, Tim.
Sorry, I just can't get away from that job we had.
Yes, the pigment factory job. Many discussions still need to be had on that subject, I will claim.
Yes. Do you want to do the political discussion?
Yeah, we should do. Tent talk. Yeah, there's lots of time for tent talk tonight. Right, let's get there before it goes dark anyway. Pleasure zone!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, frightened the sheep. They don't agree.
Very good.
Here we are at Druid Stone. Druid Stone, Tim! Should we do the Druid song? Oh, oh, wee, oh, yo, oh, wee, oh. Yo, oh, wee, yo. Right, anyway, not much further to Mad Woman Stones now, apparently, so let's crack on. Well, we're here at Mad Woman Stones. We made it. Got a bit lost there near the end, missed the turning on the path, had to trudge over some of the wet heather, but we got there. We found a decent spot here just at the foot of the stones, really. Quite a few flat places. So light is fading, so I'm going to hurry up and get the tent up, and I'll check back with you later. Well, we are now pitched up, and it's a decent pitch this as well, pretty flat. Not far from the stones, so in the morning we can have a toss around on them. But it's getting very, very late. We didn't start the walk until, what was it, 7:30, Tim?
Yeah, ridiculously late.
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, it's 9:45 now. So it's time for a beer. And then I've got a really, hopefully really nice curry. I made this very quick before I came out. I'll show you later when I'm cooking it, but basically it's a keema curry, so it's beef, onions, garlic, tomatoes, curry powder, garam masala, black pepper, and a nice teaspoonful of naga pickle, so it'll have a kick as well. So yeah, let's get straight on with it. 9:45, need to be eating, so I'll crack this open, get the curry on, and then what I'll do is I'll bring you guys back later when I'm in the tent with Tim and we're having a bit of banter time, so looking forward to that. It's that time of the night that we've all been waiting for.
Oh yeah.
Fueled, sponsored by the Kewins Champion.
Sponsored by Steve.
So topics tonight. First one, as I mentioned earlier, was talking a little bit more about the company that we used to work with. Well, people that work there. In particular, one of the bosses. And then I think we may move on to politics, but I'm not sure yet. But let's see. Let's see how it's totally unscripted. That's the way we like to roll here. So, why don't you introduce the ladies and gentlemen to Peter Johnson?
Peter Johnson is a person that is immortal. He never was alive. Peter.
You have to elaborate here.
Yeah, so Peter is like a walking dead man. We used to think that he didn't actually. He used to float and he didn't actually walk.
So yeah, so this guy was basically the boss of our boss. He was like the tech service manager, wasn't he?
Tech
really?
service boredom, yeah.
And he was generally quite a serious guy, wasn't he?
Very serious.
Yeah, didn't have much about him really.
No
interests.
No jokes.
You know, wouldn't have any real banter with you or anything like that. And he spoke like that, and he was quite condescending.
Matter of fact.
He liked things to be just perfect, didn't he?
You're always wrong, Brian. You're always
wrong. Yeah. And the reason we called him like Mr. Dead was because he had this sort of like gaunt face, didn't he? Like sucked in cheeks and like black rings around his eyes, you know. And
been breathing the pigments all day.
So we used to think that he sort of generally floated off the floor. I'm Mr. Dead. I'm dead, of course.
Yeah, I'm dead.
And what he used to do with me was, well, I don't know if it was just with me, but it felt like it was just with me, is if I was to say almost any comment, almost on almost any subject, he'd say, I think you'll find, Brian, that it's this or that. You always have to correct me, you know, even though he probably actually wasn't correcting me.
You're not good enough, Brian. You're not good enough for me.
I can't have you thinking that you're right about anything, Brian. You've got to be pushed down. Under my thumb is where you live, Brian. Yeah. And but did he do that to you? Did he condescend you a little bit?
Yeah. He had his moments. Yeah, I don't think as bad as as much as you, but
Obviously, I was more of a threat to him.
Yeah, obviously. He used to go in and said, "What's that noise? What's all that racket?"
Did he?
Yeah, he said, "Turn the radio down."
Oh,
Turn the radio down. Yeah, and he used to put it down, and then he used to put it back up again straight away.
We used to have radio wars sometimes. There was two people in particular that there was a bit of this ongoing battle, wasn't there?
Oh no, yeah.
And this young fella took a real dislike to this young lady, who was totally harmless and innocuous. A little bit annoying maybe in certain ways, but certainly there was no guile in the girl at all. But he sort of became a bit obsessed with her, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Just,
remember?
Yeah.
He'd come in and he'd do this. He'd go, "Ugh, look at the mess she's left again," and he'd do that face, wouldn't he? Ugh. What we started doing was, I must admit, I'm annoyed at myself at this, and I've actually apologised to this young lady for the way I behaved, because I joined in with it a little bit in the sense that she was a little bit messy sometimes, and she'd leave stuff around. And what I came up with the plan of was put in a question mark. So there was like a glass jar of ink or something that she'd left and didn't put away or throw away, whatever. It would receive a question mark.
I continue that tradition, you know. If I see somebody parking very badly, I get a question mark. It gets a question mark. I get a piece of paper with a big question mark. It's like parking. Like you get somebody parking the road and he's got like a parking space away from the curb. Yeah, question mark. Very bad. Or there's about 15 spaces, but you park in a place where you use about 3 spaces. You get a question mark.
Yeah. Eventually, she noticed, didn't she? After a few days, she's like, "Who's putting all these question marks everywhere?"
No. I think I got a bit of question mark here. I did remember.
You did get some question marks, because you could be a bit untidy yourself, if I do say so.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You did improve, though, I think, as time went on.
Did a question mark improvement.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but Tomty Tom, he was Mr. Question Mark.
Oh, he received question marks all the time. In fact, we should have put one on his head.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you even exist?
Yeah. Why are you here, Mr. Colchester?
Yeah, Colchester.
Oh, Chester.
I've got a girlfriend called Jo. I was talking about Jo.
Jo.
Yeah, Tomty Tom is your name for Adrian.
It's Tomty Tom.
And I will name him and shame him. Like he's ever going to watch this anyway. If you do watch it, Adrian, in all seriousness, all the best to you, mate. But during the time that we were working together at European Colour, you were a bit annoying, to be fair. So,
concur. Yeah.
Right, next topic, I guess.
Yeah, the election. Is it bore you?
Well, what I'll just try and briefly give a summation of where I stand on it all. Right, I wasn't going to vote at all because I know the whole thing is a waste of time because basically the candidates are chosen for you, really.
Oh no, there's no choice.
Yeah, it's the illusion of choice.
Yeah. So, example, I got a mate who works for a company that's quite important with doing programming. Yeah, they had meetings with Labour people, representatives from Labour, months and months ago. You tell me where's the choice there? 'Cause that's rigged. That's a given, isn't it?
What do you mean? What?
It means they know they're going in. It's just set up. Even like everything about it's just like.
Oh, you mean you had meetings with them? Here's what's going to happen when we're in power.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
All agreements with the company.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
All agreements with the company. So this is illusion. There, it's a complete utter illusion that.
Yeah.
Oh, we have choice to choose between Labour or Conservative.
It's my belief and the belief of many other people that their agenda, they will make it happen regardless. So, all you get with the left and right paradigm is a bit like football teams. It gets us involved and makes us feel like, oh, we're part of something here, we've got a say. But I don't believe we have.
Well, this is the political system, right? So Reform got over 4 million votes. Was it more? It was more than that. I think it was more. Anyway, Liberal Democrats, the amount of votes, they had less votes but had more seats. They had 60 seats with less votes. Reform had more votes but only 4 seats. What's going on?
I know. I don't know how all that works. I'm a bit ignorant of all this because I disconnected from the Matrix, shall we say, quite a few years back.
Yeah, no.
Went down the rabbit hole, found out a few things about how this world really runs, and a lot of it kind of didn't surprise me because, as a Christian, I know that we're in a spiritual battle and there's good and evil and they're real forces. But as I started to learn what that looked like, boots on the ground, a few years back, I was pretty shocked. Basically, everything that you thought you knew about reality is a lie. The way this world is run, it's Satan's world. Not the earth, but the system, including politics, financial, and the religious system, to be fair as well. It's all Satan's domain, and so we can't be surprised when we find out that we're basically, prisoners in it.
We don't. It's just you don't really have choices. So it's just the same old crap every time. So the election, Labour's in. Oh yeah, and Labour's policies. Not looking forward to them.
No.
Especially if you've got a kid. Yeah, dodgy.
No, this I don't know. I mean, one of the things that I know they're very strong on is the green stuff, the green agenda, which I know is a complete lie. That's again used to try and bash us. Oh, it's your fault. You guys have been polluting the earth. It's like, well, no, it's not really. It's the corporations that have been polluting the earth.
It's all taxation, though, isn't it? It's an excuse for great taxation. A minimal change.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's taxation, it's control, it's the usual suspect, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's nice to be disconnected from it. To be honest with you, I would suggest one of the first things you can do is try and stop watching TV, because not only have you got the propaganda of the news, especially the mainstream news in particular, and also you've got propaganda that comes through. Well, it comes through even things like soap operas and that. You know what I mean? They're trying to push certain agendas to normalise things.
Just to like to know, just generally, I don't watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube. I don't on Netflix. I don't touch terrestrial TV anymore.
Yeah, I haven't done for years.
Who watches normal TV? I don't know, unless you're into sport. But why would you bother?
I don't know.
Because you get it all on the internet now. Why would you bother going on TV?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
This foil mat is damn noisy, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Will you keep still?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up voting. I won't tell you what I voted, but you could probably guess from the way the conversation's gone. But the thing is, I don't even. Yeah, it was kind of tactical. I voted for the person that, to me, was saying the things that were important and that needed to be changed. But I don't believe that he's going to be able to, even if he came into power, I don't think that he'd be able to implement it. Because I think he's still part of it. A bit like Trump. I think Trump is controlled. It's controlled opposition. They try and pin him. They try and pin him, don't they, as this guy, this like maverick, this guy who's coming from left field, totally never been part of the political system. He's a billionaire. He's already in the system. He wouldn't have got where he's got unless he had made some very, very dodgy deals with some very high up and very satanic people. So he's part of it. And I'm afraid that I believe the same with, I'll say it, Mr. Farage. I like, if what he says, he makes a lot of sense, but it's easy to say these things when you know you're not going to get in power anyway. And number two, if he did get in power, I think, again, his hands would be tied and he wouldn't be able to actually implement these things.
All these parties are all under the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, exactly.
So all pawns.
Yeah.
And we just... You're just all deceived. You think you got choice. No's got no choice. Never going to change. You need the whole bloody thing needs changing.
Have you ever heard of this thing called the Hegelian dialectic?
No.
So basically, it's proposed by someone called Hegel. I don't know the first name of the guy, but basically what it is if you were to encapsulate it in one sentence, it's the modus operandi of the New World Order of boys, right? And it's basically, I'm trying to think what the Latin words are for it. It's problem, reaction, solution. So they, the higher ups, create a problem. The reaction is what happens with us. Someone help us! Come on, Mr. Government Man, help us! That's the reaction. And they then offer the solution to the problem that they created, and the solution further enslaves us. And often they'll pin it on us, saying, "Well, you need to do this. You're the ones that have caused this problem. We need to come together and sort this problem out." So, well, no, you created the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm probably oversimplifying things, but
anyway, yeah,
that's where we stand.
Yeah, so I don't trust any of them. Biden. That's
he's a joke.
I'm gonna just say out.
Joke.
What? I think it's meant to be. I think they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, they're putting him. I don't know. It's like this.
It's cruel.
It's almost like what they're trying to do is discredit America. Like the superpower they once were, because people are laughing at them now.
Well, it's a failing country anyway.
Yeah.
It's been on the decline. All these countries are on decline. Which countries are on the up, don't you? China.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, a bit depressing, but
Well, it's not depressing like when you understand why it's happening and how it's
yeah.
basically the spiritual underpinnings of the whole thing. I don't feel afraid. I feel frustrated. I feel angry, but I think again, I feel grounded because my faith explains what's going on. The Bible predicts these things, are going to happen. So in that way, I'm not that worried about it. In the end, God wins, and people that do evil and don't repent of their evil get a fair judgment in hell. So all these people that think they're getting away with it and having a great life, being billionaires now and oppressing and basically murdering people and all the child trafficking and paedophilia and all this stuff that they love, they will be punished, and that gives me consolation.
There's all different sides to it, isn't there? It's like Ukraine. You think, Ukraine's the person that's been invaded. Oh, more to Ukraine than you think.
Yeah, there is actually. There is. They're not all whiter than white, I'm afraid.
No. Anyway, let's get it. Bit deep.
Shall we leave it there?
Yeah.
Shall we leave it there?
Bit deep.
Thank you for listening. If you have listened this far, see you again probably in the morning. So I'll bid you a good night, and we're going to go on to some whiskey after this, aren't we?
Whiskey.
Have we tried this Japanese one you've got?
We have quite a long time ago.
Okay.
Very good though.
Yeah.
Have we done a review? I don't think we have. I don't think we did.
Okay, well maybe I'll record one of those as well then.
Yeah.
So if there's no review, we'll see you in the morning, and if there's a review, you'll see it. Good night. All right, mate. Well, it's time to leave this lovely place and drop the tent. Everything else is packed up now. The time is approaching 10:15. We just have a nice leisurely morning, no rushing today. So we're going to go back a slightly different way. We're going to continue on this path and basically do a loop round. If I find the names of any of the areas when we're on the OS Map app, I'll let you know where we're going. But basically we're going to loop back round and come down Ringing Roger. That's the plan. So whether we'll have to go a little bit off piste, I imagine we probably will, but it's quite a narrow part of the Kinder Plateau that we're going to be approaching. Heading over that way, there is a trig point, and it's not got a name on the map, but it'll be a good landmark, and then from there we can hopefully loop back over, cross back over towards Ringing Roger. So let's drop these tents down. That's where I was. And as you can see, there is no tent pegs and there's certainly no rubbish. Everything's been taken home with us. This is where Tim was, as you can see, he's just putting the final things in his bag. Again, we've left it pristine, as we always do. You left no trace, Tim, lad.
Trace is in there.
What's that? Is that your rubbish bag, the bugles?
Bugle bag. You want to have a look?
Yeah, go on, yeah. Do you want to see it? Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to this walk back now.
Yeah, very good.
Slightly different way.
Yeah, so good.
It is.
All in the pleasure zone.
We were looking at the views this morning and I'm looking in that direction. Yeah. We realised that you can see those sort of two, almost, I don't know if you call them headlands, but where there's two sort of hills. The nearest one is Sealstones and the one further away from there is Fairbrook Naze, I deduced. So very, very nice. And then over here we've got Alport Castles again. It's really what's the word, fulfilling and satisfying to be able to connect the dots and get to know all these different areas of Kinder. There's so much to offer here, and as we were just looking around at the other views as well, the other areas we can see, we've not scratched the surface of this place, you know. Derbyshire's just got so much going for it, and of course Yorkshire as well, I'm sure, but it's going to take us years to get through Derbyshire alone, never mind anywhere else.
The home Kinder it's like being at home, isn't it?
Yeah, Tim just said Kinder is like being at home, and he's right. It's got that very, very familiar atmosphere, and it always delivers, doesn't it? Anyway, let's make a move anyway. You're the king of the world, yeah.
King of the castle.
So there's no name on the map for this. It just says we're 590 metres above sea level, and that's about it.
The view's very high.
Very good. In fact, look, we've got a 360 now, all the way around. Awesome. Very nice.
Concrete works over there, cast at the top of the chimney.
Well, we are back at the nab, and before we make the descent, I'm going to get one last pan of this beautiful view of the Vale of Edale, and the surrounding areas. Just turn you around. So that's where we've come, just from the path that leads to Ringing Roger, which is beautiful. You can tell it's Saturday though, the grockles are out in force again, hey Tim?
Our camp seems to be isolation, isn't it?
Yeah. Tim was just saying our camps generally, we managed to achieve isolation, and last night we certainly did. So it's another spot that's pinned on the map. Mad Woman Stones, very high end. There you go, full 360. So we're back at the car. Now you'll notice this is Tim's new car. The mystery machine is no more. It had to go. Tim was spending too much on repairs, but nice replacement. What have you got to say about your new car, mate?
It's fast.
Hang on, let's just turn this round.
It's,
Yeah, you're pleased with your purchase with this car?
yeah, I just fell in love with it, and it's just I like the look of it, and then just basically I wanted a VRS, but like I say, it had all these extras like lowered.
Yeah.
All the bits of kit on it, and I think it's been chipped.
Yeah, it does feel like it, doesn't it?
No, well, yeah, makes my wife chuckle when it goes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting today. Now it's a drier day as well, just to feel the acceleration up on those hills. But yeah, it's a good looking thing, isn't it? I've had a VRS before. I had the petrol one, the shape before this, but I think that this is actually a prettier shape. So yeah, very nice. Anyway, I'll end the video there. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, but most of all comment. Take care of yourselves. See you on the next one.